This White Lotus character negotiated exactly like a narcissist, and I want to break it all down for you in this video, so stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am a lawyer. I am a narcissist negotiation expert. And on this channel and in these videos, I teach you how to negotiate with narcissists and how to be super powerful so that you can become the most powerful person in any room that you walk into, whether it's dealing with narcissists or with anyone. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Okay, so I watched White Lotus, which is a really, really interesting, really incredible series. And it was definitely recommended to us, my husband and me, by lots and lots of people who we respect. And they said, oh my gosh, you have to watch it. It was like the best series we'd ever seen. And it was definitely very, very riveting, really, really interesting. Lots of different angles to it, many different classes, and meaning different classes, like people from different areas of society. And I do want to say there is a spoiler alert here. So if you haven't seen it and you hate being spoiled as far as spoiler alerts, then don't watch this. I shouldn't have to say that, because obviously if you're watching this and you don't want to have some kind of spoiler, then don't watch this. Okay. So there is one particular character, though, that negotiates definitely like a narcissist. Okay. That is this guy named Shane Patton, and he is a newlywed. He gets there and he figures out that the room that he's in with his new bride, his beautiful new bride, is not the room that he thinks he's supposed to have. And his mommy had booked the room, his rich mommy, and he's like this rich kid, and he's spoiled kid. And he figures out, wait a minute, I'm supposed to have the pineapple room, and this is not the pineapple room. So he gets on his phone, he gets on his email, and he's like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to have like this like plunge pool, and we're supposed to have this, that, and the other thing, whatever. And it's not that. So he calls mommy, and it's like just totally eating at him. And he goes to like the manager and he goes, well, this other room, it's just as good, but actually, I don't even think the view is supposed to be as good in that other room as the room that you're in. But, it's just the optics of it. He can't take it. He can't take it. It's like he's taking it all personally. He feels like he's slighted. He feels like he's like, just the optics of it. He feels like he looks bad to his new bride. It's like this sense of self. He just cannot take it. And she's like, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. And he cannot enjoy himself. The bride is like there. He's supposed to be there enjoying himself with his newlywed bride. And yet he just keeps going back to her, keeps going back to the email. It's because he has no sense of self. And by the way, a real life situation, I did a whole video on this with the Gabby Petito situation. And I even speculated that it may have been what caused her to be murdered. Check out my video on that situation where he was in the Mexican restaurant and kept going back. He thought the bill was wrong. And, she even went in and apologized on his behalf. It's a horrible situation. And in this situation, spoiler alert, by the way, that the wife got out before it even got so bad, but he even gets the room that he wanted, and it's still not even good enough. He still like goes back. It's like, because he can't take it. It's the optics of it. He just has no sense of self. He feels entitled, and that jealousy, he can't take that he's not getting what he's supposed to have. It's all about that narcissistic supply. He doesn't feel any sense of self inside. It all has to come from the outside. If you go back to the 7 deadly sins of narcissism, and you guys, you've seen it. And if you have, give me an amen in the comments right now. But, shamelessness, magical thinking, arrogance, when they feel deflated, they have to reinflate their sense of self by diminishing, debasing, and degrading other people. They're envious. They feel entitled. And if that narcissistic injury is inflicted at all, then it causes that narcissistic rage to come flying out at other people. And that's what happened here. And, then his mommy even shows up. I mean, they use people without any feeling of others. I mean, here's wife sitting there. He has no feeling of empathy for her at all. Doesn't care about what her experience is of this entire situation at all. No feeling of how she may be feeling in this situation. Others are just there to meet their needs. And that's why they have no boundaries. I mean, he has no boundaries at all. He's like walking into the offices of this guy, this manager. Others are there to meet the needs of them. And they're just there to use people. And so all of the 7 deadly sins are there. He's got all of the signs of a narcissist. There it is. And even though he even ended up getting what it is that he was supposed to have, but he didn't have it right from the beginning, and he didn't have it when he wanted it, and it didn't have it the way he wanted it, and the room wasn't even necessarily as good, and he just couldn't let it go because he just felt so slighted. He wasn't even enjoying himself. And by the way, and this is what happens with narcissists, they cut off their own nose to spite their face. You think that they're actually such great negotiators, but in a way, they're actually terrible negotiators because they do let their emotions get in the way a lot of the time, and they don't see the long game. A lot of the time, they only see what's right in front of their face. And that's what actually makes them very poor negotiators many, many times, because they can only see what's right in front of their face. They don't play the long game many times. So if you are getting ready to negotiate with a narcissist, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com, and don't allow them to get the best of you, for sure. Never give in and never give up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that you can stick around. I upload brand new content every single day. And don't do this alone. Make sure you join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, so that you can get the extra support that you need. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, drop me that comment. You know you've seen this before. Put an amen in the comments, and make sure that you never give in and never give up. And you remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life, because it always, always is. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. They only win when you give up. So I will definitely see you in the next video.